Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a book haul for y'all. I haven't done a book haul in a while. I've been trying to hold myself back from buying books because I have a whole shelf. Well, not a whole shelf, but a good majority of my shelf is like a TBR stack, like needs to be read stat. I'm working on that, but I always tend to either get a book or listen to a book before I get to my TBR stack. Anyway, I hadn't been to Barnes& Nobles in a while, and I wanted to just kind of have like a little relaxing morning after I went get my facial done. I went to Barnes& Nobles and got me a little tea and a muffin and just kind of perused the store until I had I don't even know for sure if this is legit, but there was a man that seemed to keep following me around the store, and it creeped me out so bad. I just took what I had in my hand and I went check out and I rolled out, and I kept like looking over my shoulder. That's one of the bad things. Well, maybe not bad things, but maybe you learn to be just more aware of your surroundings when you listen to like these true crime podcasts. So I just had in my mind, like I listened to My Favorite Murder, I love My Favorite Murders, like absolute favorite podcast next to True Crime Obsessed. And also True Crime Junkie is really good too. My Favorite Murder's motto is stay sexy, don't get murdered. And basically like be rude, be safe kind of thing. It's same kind of goes for True Crime Junkie. They're all just like be rude and just stay safe, you know. So I had that in my mind. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be rude and just like leave. But anyway, I don't know for sure if that, like I said, if that's legit. It just seemed like he was following me around like the minute I got there and I went into the Starbucks part of Barnes & Noble. I kept feeling like we made eye contact, like when I like turned my head. I don't know, you just turn your head and sometimes you make eye contact with someone, but a lot of times most of the time it doesn't feel weird or not right. Well, I had turned my head and I made eye contact with this man. It was an older man. I'm not, I don't want to call him a creepy old man, but that's kind of what he felt like. But anyway, I'd probably say he was probably in like his early 60s, maybe. That's what it looked like. I'm not sure. But anyway, we made eye contact and he gave me like this smile that just made the hair on the back of my neck stand up. And I was like, okay, no, I'm not looking over that way, but I could feel him watching me as I placed my order. So I made sure to, like, while I ate my muffin, to like go sit as far away from him as possible, but I could feel him like looking at me. Maybe he wasn't. It just seemed that he was, but I was not gonna make eye contact with him at all. So anyway, I'm, just making my way around the store. By the way, Barnes & Nobles. And Barnes & Nobles was having a sale, like 50% off, like little like book section. It's called #book haul or something like that. And so that's mainly why I wanted to go, because I saw a couple books on there that I had been interested in, and I wanted to go check them out, get them at 50% off if I could. Plus, I just wanted to have a Barnes & Nobles day, relaxing Barnes & Nobles day. So I tried not to make nothing of it. So I kind of perused that area, picked up kind of what I wanted. I scanned around the bottom section, and I went to head upstairs. Well, okay, while I was at the bottom section, at our Barnes & Nobles, well, we have two Barnes & Nobles. This is like our big Barnes & Nobles. The bottom section has a young adult section, and because I like my fair share of young adult books. So in fact, I knew of like two I kind of wanted to pick up. I only ended up picking up one. But anyway, I was in that section, and I turn around, and there he is, like making his way down the aisle towards me. So I like immediately like kind of casually like leave and go like towards the next aisle. Okay, first of all, what is an old man doing in a young adult section? Maybe, possibly, he likes young adult books, but why is he there? Okay? So like I said, I just kind of casually try to make my way around to the other aisle. Well, I immediately get super nervous, okay? So I'm like, okay, just grab whatever book you want, Aimee, and decide like right now and move on. So I went ahead and I picked up whatever book I wanted, and I went straight to the escalators to go upstairs where the like mysteries and romance novels and things like that are. Because I kind of really wanted to pick up a cozy mystery. I get upstairs, and right when you get upstairs, there's like a little rack of like newly paperback editions of like cozy mysteries and things like that. So I was kind of looking through that, and next thing I know, he like passes right by me, and I'm like, what the, you know, like what, who is this? No, no, we are not doing this. So I immediately just like bail. I kind of stay where I'm at, but because I'm thinking to myself, he is like ruining my Barnes and Noble's time. So, so anyway, like I said, I just kind of stay where I'm at, and the whole time I'm thinking, you know, just be rude and get the hell out of here. So I just kind of wait to see what he's gonna do, and I kind of keep an eye on him. He doesn't turn around. He like just keeps walking. He's walking like it looks like there's a big comic book section in the back, so he's walking like towards that direction. Maybe he likes comic books. I don't know, but it seemed really creepy, and my gut feeling was like, just get the hell out. So listen to your gut, ladies. I mean, like I said, I don't know, this could be totally not even right. You know, maybe I'm thinking really bad about this person and I shouldn't, but anyway, I trust your judgment and just be rude and stay safe. So I totally bailed, hurried up, and just like did like a 360. And of course the lady was right there. She's like, can I help you, ma'am? I'm like, no, I'm just checking things out. 360, head downstairs, immediately get in line. Of course there's like 3 people in front of me, and I'm like really antsy like to get out of there. And I really want to buy a cookie. But because I had a coupon for buy one get one free, so I really wanted my cookie. So anyway, I had to bail on my cookie, and but I kept looking. I did not see him after that. I did not see him follow me outside. I tried to like be aware of everything. Got in my car and I rolled out. So I don't know what that was about, but the point of my story is just be aware of your surroundings. And I think listening to like these true crime podcasts have just kind of made me like not more skittish, but just more aware, I guess. We'll just leave it at that. Just more aware of everything. And yeah, just stay safe. Anyway, kind of off topic, but that was my little experience at Barnes & Noble where I was trying to have like a nice little relaxing morning. But anyway, it was fun for a little while until Creeper showed up in the young adult section. I don't know. Anyway, moving on to my book haul. Okay, so I'll show you the stuff that I got from the little sale happening, and then there was like another little sale that I kind of ran across. So I'll show you those first, and then I'll show you the other thing that I got. So really, I got 4 books. Okay, so in the 50% off section, there was like a couple books that I had my mind on, I guess. I ended up only getting one, and I figured I'd kind of maybe think about the other ones while I'm looking around, see what else I wanted to pick up, because I have books in my mind like constantly, like which ones that I want. So I just thought I'd start with this one, and we'd see how else I got around the store, you know, because there were some new releases I wanted to look at and things like that. So anyway, I ended up with Lisa Jewell, Watching You. I picked this one up because she wrote Then She Was Gone. I listened to this book well, not this one, but Then She Was Gone. I listened to it a couple weeks ago. I actually did a book review on it, so I have it linked down below, but it was really good. I really enjoyed the book. So when I saw this, I thought I'd give it a whirl. It doesn't look like it's too long. From what I can tell, it's based in England, and it's about like this suburb where like doctors and lawyers kind of live, old money. things. So a very pristine suburb. Sounds like there might be someone that comes up dead. As it says here, it's not the sort of place where people are murdered in their own kitchens, but it is the sort of place where everyone has a secret and prying eyes lurk behind every curtain. So I just started, you know, it kind of sounded creepy and fun, and I really enjoyed listening to Then She Was Gone. So that was really a good listen. Like I said, I'll have that book review that I did linked down below. But yeah, so this was in the 50% off section. So I picked that one up. And then I headed over to a table that said 2 for $10. Because I had spotted one that I had been kind of eyeing for a while now. And it is Sometimes I Lie by Alice. Of course, it's Alice Feeney, because I'm saying that right. The tag's there, but it's got on the side. Feeney. I have been looking at this one for a while. So what this one seems to be about is this girl named Amber. Like, apparently she gets amnesia somehow. I'm not sure how. It doesn't really say here in like the little blurb about the book. But she wakes up. Well, she wakes up in a hospital, but she can't open her eyes. It says she can hear everyone around her, but they have no idea that she can hear them. She's like basically just laying there in a coma from what it sounds like. So basically she's trapped in her body, but she's slowly beginning to remember what happened on a night that changed her life. It says, is she in a coma due to an accident? Is her sister having an affair with her husband? What happened at work with her horrible boss? And who is the person who is silently visiting her bedside every night? So it sounds really good. Alternating between her paralyzed present, the week before her accident, and a series of childhood diaries from 20 years ago, Sometimes I Lie builds to an ending that will leave readers speechless, as this brilliant psychological thriller asks, is something really a lie if you believe it's the truth? Just sounds really good. I kind of like the whole in a coma type of people type of books that they can't remember. Those like really intrigued me for some reason. So anyway, this was on the price says $6.98, but it was 2 for $10. So I also picked up The Girl Before. This one's by J.P. Delaney. I actually had this one in my wish list on Audible to listen to. I like to listen to Audible's podcasts, and they talked about this book, and it sounded really good from what they were saying, so I had put it in my wish list. But when I spotted it, because I was kind of looking for something else to get, 2 for $10, I actually spotted one other book, but then I saw this one, and I put that one immediately down because I knew I wanted to read this one or listen to it, whatever. So basically, it's about this house, this like super modern, cool kind of house that this architect built. And I think like he rents it out or something like that. And this woman or this girl, the girl before, her name is Emma, from what it says in the blurb. She moves in, and it's like the owner of the house, the architect that built it, has like rules. So it says here, the architect who designed the house retains full control. No books, no throw pillows, no photos or clutter or personal effects of any kind. The space is intended to transform its occupant, and it does. So basically you can't have any, like, don't decorate it yourself, I guess. And the house is supposed to adjust, or you are supposed to adjust to the house, maybe. So anyway, the next tenant that comes in, her name is Jane. And there seems to be a tragedy of the owner, of the person that lived in the house before. So I'm guessing that's Emma. But Jane needs a fresh start, so she moves into this home, and when she moves in, she learns about the untimely death of the home's previous tenant. a woman similar to Jane in age and appearance. As Jane tries to untangle truth from lies, she unwittingly follows the same patterns, makes the same choices, crosses paths with the same people, and experiences the same terror as the girl before. So that's kind of like all it says. So it just sounds really intriguing. So I'm really excited to read that one. Okay, and then the last one I picked up was in the young adult section. That's the last one that I grabbed. So I didn't make it to my mystery section. So I picked up Loss from this is from the House of Night series. This is the kind of continuation of the House of Night series, but different. It's called The Other World. So the first one, this is actually the second book to the Other World series. The first one is called Loved, and that one is basically about, if you're familiar with the House of Night, if you have not read the House of Night series, you must read it. It is so good. I love the House of Night series. Such a good little series. It's young adult. It's like about a vampire fledgling kind of school. So kind of like high school for vampires. But it's a little, a little different than your normal vampire kind of thing. It's just really good. So our main character's name is Zoe. So the first book in the Other World series is talking about her and kind of like where she's at like now, like after high school, and how her powers came into her, and how she's grown into her powers is what I really want to say. Like where she's at with like Neferet, what's going on. Like you really kind of have to read the House of Night series to really get what's going on in the Other World. But anyway, this has been out for a while, and I have been wanting to pick it up, and I just kind of just forgot about it because, like I said, there's so many TBRs on my bookshelf that need to be read. But I figured when I saw it, it was the only one there. It was just kind of like by itself, and it was like, pick me. But it is by PC Cass and Kristen Cass, and they also wrote, this is a mother-daughter writers, and they also wrote together the House of Night series. So it just put together like the daughter and the mother's combination of writing is so good. It's really a good little series, even for adults. But anyway, they just put out a new series, and the first book is called Disasters. So that was the other book that I was going to get if I didn't see this one, because I think the last time I tried to get it, it was sold out. I did see it, but I decided that I wanted to go ahead and read this one because the previous one before this one, Loved, kind of leaves you with a nice little cliffhanger. So this one is about Zoe's brother, Kevin. So there's like basically two worlds. That's what Other World. So there's like two Zoes and two Kevins. So I think in like one, like the reality of the Zoe that we read about, there is no Kevin. I think he died, maybe? No, shoot. No, I don't remember. But they don't have a relationship. So if he is still alive, they don't have a relationship. Her mother died in like her world, but in this other world, I don't think her mother died. And so anyway, somehow Otherworld Kevin shows up in Zoe's world, and they hit it off and they become really close. Well, he has to return to his world. He comes into Zoe's world, and it's like a totally different world from what he's used to. And that's kind of like what Loved is about. So this book, I'm guessing, is going to be all about Kevin and what he's learned from Zoe's world, and now that he's back in his world, how is he going to fix it? Because I think like things were really bad in that world that he was in. It's kind of confusing to like sit here and tell you about it without having like recently read it, but I highly recommend binge reading those. There are a lot of books in the House of Night series, and there's even like some little half books, but you don't really have to read, I say half books, but it's about some of the individual characters in the books. You learn, they put out these individual books to learn more about these characters, just to kind of give you more insight about them. But anyway, I highly recommend it. Go on Audible and maybe binge read them, go to your library. I don't know. And they're really good. But I mean, if you're not into young adult, you're not into young adult. But anyway, I highly recommend it. But if you do want to read this, yeah, you really should read the original House of Night series before you jump into the other world, because it all kind of, you know, goes together. So yeah, so I'm guessing this is all about Kevin. So it just sounds like he learns more about himself. He's more of a darker person in his world than he sees that he can be in the other world. Am I making that sound right? Like when he was in Zoe's world, he was like, when he first got there from the Loved book, he was kind of dark. He already had that darkness within. But then being in Zoe's world and with Zoe, he was starting to like want to be more towards the good side of him. So when he goes back to his world, it says here, will Kevin be tempted to embrace his darkness? But it looks like it's going to be all about like our other good beloved characters from the House of Night as well, like Zoe and her good friends. Stevie Ray was her best friend. Raphael was Stevie Ray's boyfriend. Because it just says here, in Lost we follow Zoe, Stevie Ray, and Raphael to an alternative version of the House of Night, where dangers take the form of friends and allies are found in the strangest places. So, like I said, you go to this other world and it's the same people, but they're different than they are in the world that you know. You just gotta read it. And I would say you could probably read Loved and maybe kind of catch on to a little bit to know what's going on, but I highly recommend reading just the whole House of Night so you can get an idea of where these characters come from and how they become into their own. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I don't know if any of that made sense, but anyway, it's a very good young adult series. So that's it, y'all. That's what I got from Barnes & Nobles. Besides my little creeper incident, I really enjoy just being around books, just, you know, just looking at them and reading about them and making notes of, you know, maybe I need to pick this one up, maybe I need to pick that one up next time. I just love being around books. So yeah, that is it. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna stop ranting about these books. Or this one particular book that I can't seem to like get my words straight on. As always, thank y'all so much for watching. Come follow me on all my social medias. I'm mostly on Instagram. So come check me out there. Trying to do more stories. Trying to interact more. I'm so bad at social media. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye y'all.